God damn. I've been holding out for this one all day. Matches my shirt. Skull Classic Mint. You know, for years I've always said this is my favorite dip of all time. And, you know, I can't change my opinion on it. It's fucking awesome. It's still as good as it ever was. But I'll tell you, man, this Stoker's, this is the winner. You know, I haven't tried their Blue Mint yet, but, or if I ever do, but, this wintergreen, man, this is the best wintergreen dip I've ever had. Like by a long mile. And, you know, I'm not that fussy. And, I'm just saying, this is fucking great. Thank you so. It's all great. I'm just being polite Canadian again. I'm saying thank you for all the stuff, Hillary. Holy fuck, when I wake up from a nap and I look and there's like a dip waiting for me, it warms my heart, you know. So, I just had a excellent conversation. I don't talk on the phone much, you know. Sorry. Yeah, like I don't talk on the phone much, you know. I don't go out much. I don't talk to many people. You people are who I talk to the most, really. But yeah, I just had like an hour and a half long conversation on a telephone, which I never do, with my good friend Charlie Petch, who used to be known as Kathy Petch, but now is known as Charlie Petch. And one of my dearest, oldest, best friends ever. And we've been through so much together. And they were the saw player in the Silver Hearts and played viola a little bit too. Oh yeah. Ping. Probably can't hear it. Charlie was also the third member of Wine with Everything. This crazy band I was in with her, me, and a fellow named Chris Brown. And he's a funny character. I've known him since I was 14. We haven't really spoken much in the last decade. When I quit drinking, I kind of became uncool to some people. So I became uncool. So for that and a number of reasons, but whatever. That's a different story. We had this crazy fucking band called Wine with Everything. It was fucking so much fun. We were banned from everywhere. Played in alleyways and fucking parking lots. I've told you all about this before. Crazy shit that happened at our gigs. You know, Charlie and I have done lots of theater together. Tons of theater. I was with them when they first started writing. Like with them as a friend. And Charlie was such a talent to me at the time. We met when I was around, I don't know, almost 25, 24, 25, something like that. And they were such a talent to me. Their writing was so fucking amazing to me. Charlie mainly writes poetry, but also writes theater. That I actually started a publishing company in order to publish their work. Yes, I am the owner of a publishing company, believe it or not. it doesn't do anything. It doesn't make any books or any money right now or nothing. It's something I did 20 years ago, but I still have about 90 ISBN numbers that I haven't used. But yeah, I wanted to be the first person to publish their work, and sadly I wasn't. But that happened for them years later, under probably more appropriate circumstances. But whatever, it's all good in the hood. It was amazing to catch up with them. It's been a long time since we had a good heart to heart, and this person's like my, if I had to call best friends, one of the few people that I would entrust my life with, and yeah, it was great talking about all the nonsense that goes on here in Peterborough, and all the shit talking and yakking that goes on behind people's backs. It's crazy. It's crazy living in a small town. What happens? I'm sure the people who live here that watch me know what I'm talking about. It's crazy living in a small town. Everybody's in your business all the time. Everybody knows. I never leave my apartment. You know what I mean? Like I see fucking my people at Trent Radio every week, and that's about it. And other than that, and my kids. And other than that, I'm home pretty much. And I still manage to get a mile of shit talked about me from what I hear downtown. Reputations are hard to fucking drop when you've been someone like Dirty Pat Walsh. You know what I mean? I want to make it clear. I'm not called Dirty Pat Walsh because I'm a fucking pervert or a fucking anything like that. It's because I'm a low-down, dirty blues harmonica player. But, yeah, it was good to catch up. That's my point. It was amazing. I barely ever have phone conversations, and I found myself having an hour and a half long phone conversation with somebody, which was pretty out there for me. But, so I'm kind of tripping from it, I guess. But, yes, the Hurricane Charlie show tomorrow. In about 24 hours, I will be making my way down to Sadler House and getting ready to play some rock and roll for the people. I've been practicing a bit here at home. It's funny, the guitar, we're going to be playing mostly new material because the guitar I have right now is the neck's warped, so I can't play in standard tuning on it. I have to play and slide all my open G stuff, which is great. And it'll bring us a whole bunch of new material, but it's going to be hard to not want to play like Rue the Day or fucking It's Gonna Bleed or whatever, Thunderbird or whatever the stuff we're known for. But it's going to be good to get some new material out there for sure. And I got a lot of new material for Hurricane Charlie. So, but it's going to be a cool show, man. It's going to be just a fucking half-hour blast of what we do, and then it's going to be like this, the thing that Reese is doing afterwards is the real reason you should be coming to that show, to see all these local artists and take part in that. This recording that's going to happen. It's going to be really cool, 10 local artists or something like that, all each doing a song, put on this one record, It's great. Peterborough has it's always had a phenomenal music scene. Basically whatever genre you want, you can find here. It's just you got to look for it sometimes. There's a great punk rock scene here. There's a great blues scene here. There's a great folk music scene here. There's any kind of music you want to really pursue, you can find here. Country music. Lots of rock and roll. There's just nowhere. It's funny. There's nowhere to play. There's like one bar downtown to play. I guess there's a new music venue opening up soon, which is needed. There's all kinds of stuff like, there's all kinds of venues in town. There's like Showplace and Market Hall and the Festival of Lights, Music Fest, or whatever the fuck. But none of these things are really open to local artists, unless it's special circumstances, It's not like I can go down to Showplace and book a show, you know what I mean? Certain places I won't play in town for political reasons. Yeah, I won't go into it right now. And certain places have just closed, like the Spell doesn't do the Spell's completely closed. Gordon Best doesn't do shows anymore. Whatever, So it'll be good to get out to Sadler House and start pumping that up as a venue. I think that's kind of the venue right now for dudes like this guy. You know what I mean? And a lot of other people. Anyhow, this video's winding down, coming to a close. But, yeah. I don't know. I've just been yakking on the phone for a fucking couple hours there, and I was all kind of pumped from it. It's having a good conversation with a really good old friend about all the nonsense. It's good to catch up on the nonsense. You know what I mean? Good to do some shit talking on my own. But yeah, glass half full all the time. All the time, the glass is half full here in the meth end of town. And when it isn't, it's going to be someday soon. You know what I mean? Always got to be on the up and up. You know what I mean? All right. I hope I'll probably see you sometime tomorrow before the show. But if you can't make it to the show, or if you live out of town, I do believe the great unwashed Tyler Watson is going to be live streaming the Hurricane Charlie set to the Warehouse of Strangers Facebook page. So sign up now so you can watch it. And I'm going to be live streaming Tyler's show because he's going to be playing later on in the evening too. So it's going to be a fucking cool night. Anyhow, be well. Stay free.